parte de Puerto Rico.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Jeff and Joe's Puerto Rican Kitchen, where we show you how to make easy, authentic Puerto Rican recipes. What do you do in a hot summer day when you're in Puerto Rico? Of course, you go get a limber. If you've never had a limber, I would say it's like a homemade Puerto Rican popsicle. It's usually made with fresh fruit flavors, and then you add water and sugar and you put it in the freezer, and then you just like take it out of the cup and it's frozen and it's so good. Well, today we're gonna be making my favorite kind of limber, which is the lemon one. I have lots of memories of going out with my sister to the lemon tree out in my grandma's backyard, picking as many lemons as we could, bringing them to my grandma and begging her to make limber de limon for us, and she would make them so good. So we're gonna be using some fresh lemons that we're going to squeeze, water, sugar, a little bit of lime juice just to add a little bit more punchy citricy flavor, and then a little bit of salt so all the flavors come out together. So let's get cooking.
This recipe is super simple. We're going to start by cutting the lemons since we're using fresh lemons to get the juice. You could alternatively use store-bought lemon juice, but I highly recommend using fresh lemons. Cut the lemons in half and set aside as you continue cutting each of them. After your lemons are cut, we're going to squeeze the lemons. I am using a handheld squeezer, but you can use an electric one if you have one, or just your hands if you don't have either. Continue squeezing until you get 2 cups of lemon juice. I use 9 lemons. Once your lemons are squeezed, add the sugar, salt, lime juice, and water to the lemon juice and stir to combine. Continue stirring until all the sugar has dissolved. You can try out the mix at this time if you want and adjust to your own taste. Then once the sugar is all dissolved, remove any seeds that may have fallen into the mix. They will usually come up to the top, so it's pretty easy to remove them. With the mixture ready, we're now going to make the limbers by filling up the cups. Line up plastic cups. Here I am using 5-ounce cups, but you can use 7-ounce or even 9-ounce cups. This is the beauty of making limber. You can make it with whatever you have at home, no need to buy any special popsicle equipment. Then evenly distribute the mixture through the cups. Fill up the cup almost to the top, leaving about half an inch free. Fill up as many cups as you can. This recipe will yield enough for about 15 limbers of the 5-ounce cup size, but the exact amount will depend on what cup size you're using. Once the cups are filled, all you have to do is put them in the freezer. I put all my cups inside a container to minimize the possibility of disaster since I have a bottom freezer, but it is not necessary. You can just put them straight into the freezer. Wait until they're completely frozen, which usually will take about 8 hours. Once they're frozen, remove them from the freezer and dig in. You can keep them in the freezer for up to 1 month, but I doubt they will last that long. Enjoy!
Well, these are ready and I am, as usual, super excited. I want to show you the right way to eat a limber. So you push it up, you flip it. That's how you eat it. So you can get a lot more without having to hurt your teeth. This is a pro tip, so enjoy it. They're so good. They're lemony, they're sweet. It's so good and it's so refreshing. It's about 95 degrees here today in Winter Park, Florida, and these really hit the spot. So give it a try. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than this. And I know it's gonna bring a lot of childhood memories like it does to me. So subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that, and hit that bell button so you get notifications every time we put out a new video. Let us know in the comments if there's anything else you want us to try and how the recipe goes for you. And we'll see you again next week for another episode of Jeff and Joe's Puerto Rican Kitchen.
Baila